Hey everybody, so today we're going to work on comparing decimals. Now, when we're comparing numbers, remember we're deciding which one is bigger. Is it greater than, less than, or equal to? And that's where we use that greater than symbol, the less than symbol, or the equal to symbol. So, again, I want you always to think about decimals like money, all right? If I see, for example, 24 hundredths and 36 hundredths, this is 24 cents and 36 cents. Which one's more? 36 cents is more. So 36 hundredths is more. All right. If I see 7 tenths and 4 tenths, which one is more? 7 tenths is more. Okay, so just like when we are comparing whole numbers, we always start with the biggest place value and work our way smaller. It's the same thing here. Okay, so my biggest place values is 0. In the ones place, they're the same. So then I go to the tenths place. I have a 7 and a 4. 7 is bigger. Okay, so that's exactly the same thing that you're doing with decimals, which that's not too hard, right? That's pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. That makes sense. But where it can get a little bit tricky and where students seem to have a little bit of trouble is if we have something that looks like this. What if I have 4 tenths and 37 hundredths? 4 tenths and 37 hundredths. A lot of students would say 37 hundredths is bigger because it has more digits. But let's think about this again like money, all right? They actually don't have the same amount of place values. And if I do start with the biggest place value, you're going to see the tenths place over here is actually bigger, right? The ones place is the same. Here my tenths place is a 4. Here my tenths place is a 3. The 4 is bigger. Now you may be thinking, well, Mrs. Long, but this 37 is bigger than 4. But this is 4 tenths and 37 hundredths. Okay, so a way that you can make this a little bit easier for yourself is you can actually make everything have the same amount of places. So right here, I'm missing a hundredths place, right? I can just put a 0 there. I don't have any hundredths. That's not changing the value of the number. That's a really cool thing you can do with decimals. You can add as many zeros after the digits in the decimal as you want, and it doesn't change the value of the number. This is still 4 tenths. 4 tenths, right? So 4 dimes is the same thing as 40 pennies. Think about it like that. 4 dimes is the same thing as 40 pennies. Okay, so either way, I have the same amount of money. Okay, so now I can compare, and now I'm looking at 40 cents versus 37 cents. Okay, well then that one is clearly bigger. All right, let me do another example. Let's say I have 56 hundredths, and let's say that I have 7 tenths. 56 hundredths and 7 tenths. The first thing I need to notice is there's not the same amount of digits after the decimal place. So I want to make there be the same amount of digits after the decimal place because 7 dimes is the same thing as 70 pennies. And now I'm comparing 56 cents to 70 cents. 70 cents is greater. All right. If I have 3 tenths and 30 hundredths, what do you think? I want you to think about it. What do I need to do? I can either go by comparing the place values, and I notice they both have a 3 in the tenths place. Uh-oh, this one doesn't have a hundredths place. So I'm going to put my placeholder 0 there. Now they both do, and they're both like 30 cents, right? Ah, these two are equal to one another. Okay, so that's really all it is when you're comparing decimals. You're just trying to figure out which one is greater than, less than, or equal to, and the key is making sure that everything has the same amount of digits after the decimals place. If one of your number goes to the hundredths, make the other one go to the hundredths by adding that 0. Okay, so that's all it is. Again, think about it like money, and that will make it so much easier for you. Decimals equal money. Think about it like that, and then your life will be so much easier. All right? So that's all there is for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.